Hey, what's up? I made an interesting video about coming out at work. Coming out of work. That is live footage you will see next of me. I asked my coworker to like hold the camera up so that he could take a picture of me coming out. And I don't know what he thought I meant by coming out, but when I did talk about being transgendered, it was really interesting to see the reactions. But from the camera perspective, of course, you can't see my coworkers because I thought it would be a lot to ask to, videotape them for a YouTube thing. Because I don't know them that well yet, and they don't know me that well yet. And I am curious about your feedback, what you think of this video I made, about coming out at work, and how I did it, how you think it went across, and what kind of message you think I conveyed, and are there more things you could do, a different way you could do it? How have you done it? That's what I wonder. I did this today, and I didn't know what to expect when I turned the camera off. Someone on the crew said, "So should I refer to you as he then, or what?" They kind of asked me like, what I'd prefer, and I made a mistake. I was thinking from a different place, and what I did basically was I said, I do feel comfortable with that, and people close to me do use male pronouns, and I feel, that's really normal to me and feels good. And then I said, but I know that in this work environment, we work with a lot of different people, a lot of strangers. We're always working with new people. People are coming and going, and this is like the core group that I came out to. So I thought maybe that it would be, complicated, because sometimes we work in emergency situations. And what if the my supervisor says, "Oh, pass him the rope," and then these new people are like, "Him? Who? What?" And then we miss like critical seconds because there's all this confusion about my gender. But that's stupid. And I mean, it's stupid that I like thought of these like crazy scenarios and didn't just say what I really wanted. Why did I do that? And part of the reason why I did that is because in the past, when I asked for people to use male pronouns, they've made a kind of a big deal about it. They said it was hard to remember, and it's tricky, and it's confusing if only some people are doing it. And I thought, I was looking at the situation, and I was like, I'm asking some people to do this, but then other people won't do that. And if people do use male pronouns for me, then I worry that at some point, they'll be my representative for being transgendered. Like someone in a different office might say, "Why are you calling Forrest to he?" Like, and then someone, my supervisor or someone on the crew, will have to say, with comfort and understanding, like, "Oh, Forrest is transgendered," but I don't know these people, so they don't have comfort and understanding. So it felt hard asking them to represent me and to represent, the transgender identity. But maybe maybe I maybe I was thinking about it wrong. I think I kind of was, because when you first ask for something, you shouldn't just take less. Like when you're selling a car for, let's say, $1,200, and someone's like, "Oh, I'm interested in your car," you don't say, "Oh, it's $1,200, but maybe I could give it to you for $1,000. I mean, I guess you do that sometimes, but anyway, usually you don't right away lower your price, which is what I did. So I right away was like, "Oh, you want to call me he? Oh, because actually, you can call me she." I basically did that. I didn't say that in those words, but right away, one of the guys on the crew for the rest of the day was saying she about me like a million. I think he said like, "Oh, she, this." He was like constantly saying that word like he didn't understand, but it's just the beginning. So I really like my coworkers quite a bit. It's a great job and great people, and so I think we'll have plenty of time to talk about things and understand things better. I'm out here with a small group of coworkers. Hi. See, they're really there. It's not just me in the middle of nowhere. And so we've been working together for 4 days, and it's time now for me to tell you something about myself. I mean, you know that I have a girlfriend, so maybe you think that I'm just your regular homosexual, lesbian, or something. However, there's another thing that exists, which is called transgender. Have any of you run into transgender people before? It's okay, yeah, a little bit here and there. So I was born with the knowledge of knowing that I was really a boy or a man or that kind of thing, which is weird. It's really weird, and it's not something, I'm not going to change anything about myself, and it doesn't really affect how we work together or anything, except, sometimes people use like miss and girl and ladies a lot, and that's something that just doesn't work for me so much. But at the same time, I'm really used to it, because I get that a lot in life. But just thought you should know, and if you have any more questions about it, or you want to hear how weird of a reality that is, I'll definitely share that with you. I feel really comfortable talking about it. Thanks for listening.